got to tell you, the Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag. He quit. He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right now.
Even their dismal 3-win, 9-loss record didn't prepare us for the full-on basketball meltdown the Chicago Sky put on against the Phoenix Mercury. It wasn't a loss, it was a surrender, coach. The Chicago Sky aren't just struggling, they're in the midst of one of the worst starts in wnba history. It wasn't strategy, it was survival, and at the core of it all is the terrible season their putative star Angel Reese is having. Tyler Marsh pressed the panic button in the third quarter and benched the entire starting lineup as if he were running from a burning building. If you believe that Reese is the worst WNBA player, leave a comment below, baby giraffe, and let's move on.
Like, oh my God, this team is garbage. Golly. Man, Angel Reese with a triple single, 9 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. She was a minus 25.
Angel Reese, part 43. Let's get up. National TV stinker. For tantrum. Bang! She only took 1 shot in the game. It's because her teammates refused to give her the ball. On the bright side, at least she has a podcast. Am I right? Bang! Sure, just take your sweet old time getting back on D, huh? Know where to be. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Look at that. Team player. Put her to the All-Star game. Bang!
Let's go back in time. The Sky entered that game already in a downward spiral after losing 5 of their previous 6 games, and their turnover average was the lowest in the league at an agonizing 18.9 per game. This team isn't just playing shoddily and attempting to perform open heart surgery with boxing gloves. They've completely lost the sheet music.
This team stinks. Angel Reese not even in top 10 in all-star voting. This team stinks. A triple single, and y'all was out there ranting and raving, talking about her all-star. She should be an all-star. Like, man, come on, bro. Come on, man. This team is terrible.
Phoenix started with an 11-3 run, pushing the lead to 25 points, and Tyler Marsh did what every coach fears. He called off the fight. Angel Reese and Cardoso were benched not for foul trouble or rest, but to protect them from further humiliation. This wasn't just pulling the starters, it was waving the white flag in front of a national audience. The Mercury team smelled blood in the water early, storming out to a 31-8 first quarter, while Chicago virtually gift-wrapped 13 points with 8 turnovers.
Chicago Sky is more like Chicago, why are you on TV? Like, they're an embarrassment, bro. There's a reason why the Indiana Fever are on TV all the time, because they actually have a good product, when they have a good game, even a bad game, they're still actually fun to watch. This is horrible. Chicago Sky is an embarrassment, bro. The WNBA definitely screwed up having this game as a national televised game. They screwed up bad.
By the way, the Mercury were playing as if their life depended on it, hitting 57.1% from outside the arc and 56.5% overall. By the end of the second quarter, Sammy Whitcomb was shooting 5 threes like she was shooting at a carnival booth. Chicago fell to 21 turnovers and 86 points overall, while Phoenix recorded their first game of the season with 100 points. It was a clinic, not a competition.
I don't know what's wrong with them. But, like, they could lose this game by 40. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team. Because today it wasn't even... I don't even think that this was an effort thing. Like, I don't even think this was an effort problem. But at the end of the day, like, they're just not good.
Though she shot a career-low 31.3% from the field, Angel reattempted to turn the tragedy into inspiration during the post-game. She took the mic and gave a TED Talk on poise and process, saying that it wasn't a blowout, but rather a character-building moment where she talked about hustle intensity and staying grounded despite only grabbing 2 rebounds and watching opponents half her size dominate the glass.
In a game where her team lost by 21, she was a team leading a minus 25! We're still trying to post up in 2025. Spread it out like butter. Butter pecan! Only had 2 rebounds, and you're about to witness one of them. How about that? Athlete! Bang! ESPN graphic, by the way. We're on a generational run. Bang! In your first shot, 6 minutes into the third quarter. I don't care if it went in. Disgusting! How about it? Bang! Give it to her. This is a nice first-team all-cardio performance. She got her 10K steps in. Ole! 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 Angel, get back on defense! Bang!
She said, "I don't complain, I just work," which was funny given that she went 0 for 8 from the field against the Liberty in a game that resembled abstract interpretive movement more than professional basketball. She's only averaging 9.1 points per game on 30.9% shooting, but she somehow believes she's about to have a breakout. That's not confidence, that's delusion with a side of stat padding.
Angel Reese got completely exposed today, man. Y'all see how she only took 1 shot today versus the Mercury and only had 2 rebounds? This goes to show she can't get all those rebounds without taking hella shots, getting her own misses, man. You've been completely exposed today, bricklaying sloth. Completely. When you ain't taking all these shots and missing all these goddamn layups and shit, you can't get your rebounds. So your rebounds go down because no missed shots, no rebounds, man.
Even layups within 3 feet aren't safe from her misfires. She's hitting only 28% from point-blank range, so you'd be better off closing your eyes and hoping the ball finds the net. And the real kicker is that she keeps saying how happy she is with where the team is. This is a squad that's more dysfunctional than a Thanksgiving dinner with exes at the table praising this team's growth.
Obviously, this is my third one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me. And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability. I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back through everything. And I just love that being a part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do, is just come to work and being able to enjoy my job that I love. People would die and kill to have this job. And being able to play with the best players in the world means a lot to me. I put my all in this. I do.
With his consecutive titles from Las Vegas, Coach Marsh, who was hired to be the franchise fixer, suddenly appears to be a guy caught in a highly visible existential dilemma. Instead of unleashing Cardoso and developing a contender, Reese is directing a masterclass in basketball futility. His pivotal moment came when Phoenix collapsed, trailing by 25 points in the third, and he hit eject like he was fleeing from a helicopter. He later blamed the decision on protecting players during a back-to-back, but we saw the look in his eyes. It wasn't preservation, it was resignation. That's the face of a man asking himself what went wrong and how soon he can update his resume. That's not coaching, it's crisis management with a clipboard.
I am here to tell you guys, man, when it comes to the Chicago Sky, no one could have predicted that this team was going to be this bad. I mean, they are horrible, bro. I mean, my goodness. If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game, this time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury. The Phoenix Mercury put BTA all over the Chicago Sky. And I'm here to tell you, Tyler Marsh is getting the focal point of the blame, bro. But to me, you have to blame the players of this damn basketball team, starting with the leader of the team. I just gotta be honest. That is Princess Barbie Angel Reese. Man, she's been trash.
Angel Reese continues to act as though the league is working against her, but it's not the league or the referees. Rather, it's the bricks, the turnovers, and the inability to grab rebounds against guards. She aspires to be a celebrity, but you must participate in the games as well as the post-game interviews. As the Sky struggles to determine if they are rebuilding or simply collapsing, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are out there grinding, taking knocks, and dropping logo threes. They were given instructions on how to play with fire by Phoenix. In the end, the Sky aren't just losing, they're unraveling, and unless something changes quickly, they won't just be the worst team in the W. They'll also be the punchline. Chicago is still figuring out where the games are, and we better hope that Bet Award comes with a stat boost because the numbers aren't lying.
I mean, seriously, the Sky's on national TV and to say they're getting worked is an understatement. Angel Reese hits a three, starts to get in a rhythm, one shot. So what does Tyler do? He benched her and Cardoso. Phoenix Suns starters are killing the Chicago Sky bench players. In fairness, they were killing the starters too. All right, down 36.
Anyone with a glimmer of common sense could see the reality come to light. Tyler Marsh wasn't following some elaborate coaching plan. He had just had enough of his team's slow-motion car crash performance and benched his starters as a show of mercy rather than intelligence. It was the basketball equivalent of asking your mother to pick you up early from summer camp because something wasn't right, and this wasn't a one-time snap decision. The man entrusted with molding future stars now spends the majority of his time acting as a translator for on-court meltdowns, and Marsh has been raising the alarm in post-game interviews like a man trapped in a basketball-themed Groundhog Day. "We can't continue to beat ourselves," he said as he watched another wave of turnovers destroy any hope of rhythm.
Chicago Sky might be the worst basketball team to ever exist. It's real bad. I mean, this is a disastrous. The Chicago Sky are an abomination. It's a disastrous season. It is. Oh, they look bad. Kennedy Carter's crazier than a shithouse rat. Her 18 points a game looks awfully good right now. They've got no offense. They got nobody that can score outside of Cardoso that can grab the ball and just take over and randomly drop 18 to 28 points in a game. There's no offense. And their defense is terrible, but they have no offense. No spark plug. Nothing.
Marsh arrived in Chicago with the resume of a savior who was supposed to mold future all-stars from raw talent. But instead, he's stuck playing the role of spokesperson for dysfunction, clinging to shards of optimism while spinning failure into coach speak. His recent gems about turnovers were especially telling. "We've had more possessions than other teams, but we keep giving them back, which is just code for my players are allergic to ball security, and I'm this close to joining a monastery." The real kicker isn't the numbers, though. It's how they're losing their game. Against Indiana, they dropped just 52 points, their lowest since 2011, and they've allowed opponents to score over 91 points in 4 straight games. This isn't just a losing streak, it's a televised implosion. To understand how deep this rabbit hole goes, you have to look at the Sky's larger history. Their 0-4 start tied for the worst in franchise memory, and things haven't just remained bad. They've gone full Titanic.
I don't see it getting any better, man. I think this coach is going to be gone, and I think it's going to be a fire sale. I don't think there's anybody on this roster who's 100% guaranteed to be on this roster next season. I think anybody with the right price, any of these people can go. Because I don't see the talent. I don't see any untouchable talent. I don't see any untouchable talent on this roster at all.
Every night is a shooting clinic for the opposing team, with opponents drilling 45.1% of their threes as if the Sky were inviting people to their open gym rather than playing professional defense. The Sky are currently setting records for defensive ineptitude, with the league's worst defensive rating of 113.6. They're giving up almost 95 points per game and haven't held a single opponent under 90. Camila Cardoso is the saddest subplot in this tragic opera. She had a brilliant performance against Phoenix, scoring 17 points on 7 of 9 shots, but instead of making headlines, her team's fiery implosion overshadowed it. Anyone observing closely can see her body language change from hopeful to "get me out of here" to visibly frustrated, especially when Angel Reese begins her chaotic solo act during broken plays and erratic possessions. As if she were stuck in a psychological drama, Cardoso looks to the bench and cries for assistance.
Camila Cardoso was killing it in this game. 7 of 9 from the field, 77.8%. That's how a big is supposed to shoot. All right. Angel only shot the ball once. She did have 6 free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 points. Camila had 17. And I got to tell you, some of these players can't hit water if they fell out of a boat. It was ugly.
Cardoso is worthy of better. She has been reliable and effective, but Reese keeps dribbling into traffic like it's a pastime. Nevertheless, both of them were pulled like guilty parties as part of a collective punishment. Marsh put them on the bench to avoid disgrace, not to relax. Don't get it twisted. The issue is systemic and not just with Reese or Marsh. The Sky assembled a team that can defend, shoot, or even protect the ball with nearly 19 turnovers per game, effectively gift-wrapping victories for opponents. Elite WNBA teams average roughly 13 to 14 turnovers per game, and the Sky are giving out 5 or 6 extra possessions per game, like it's a charity drive.
True is that this roster unfortunately was not built for success. With Courtney Vandersloot going down with the ACL injury, I just don't know how the Sky are going to weather this. See, teams have the Chicago Sky figured out. They figured out that they can go crazy from behind the arc because the Chicago Sky's perimeter defense is just not there. It's not effective. I was on the floor. I saw them fighting to get around these screens. They just can't get there.
And although some teams would accept responsibility and adjust the Sky, others have chosen to use justifications and motivational sayings. However, great teams don't break down like this in the face of hardship. Instead, they fight and modify the Sky, but they also find ways to make bad circumstances worse. The real question now isn't whether they can recover, but rather how deep this hole can go. On a human level, Marsh's choice to bench his starters could have made sense, but from a competitive standpoint, it was the red signal. Angel concurrently, Reese transformed from a college hero to a professional cautionary story. Her post-game remarks are more performance art than analysis, claiming she's growing better even while her stats are falling. It's like saying you're getting stronger while you're actually drowning.
It's bad. This was rough. Chicago Sky are not a good team. Why are they on TV so much? Wow. Sky coach benched his starters for most of the third quarter, still to play in a nationally televised game. Effing quitter. Chicago Sky loves getting humiliated on national TV.
She speaks about being upbeat, extending her range, and learning from every miss, which sounds good until you see that she's missing layups and hitting less than 31% from the field. She's making honing my game into a true joke. The truth is that the Sky miscalculated every aspect, including game management and talent development. Reese's athleticism got her through college, but in the professional ranks, everyone is quick, strong, and talented. Instead of preparing her for that, the organization focused on potential and neglected production.
The Chicago Sky get blown out again, down 30 at home. Sky, y'all was down by 30. Y'all stink. Y'all are the jokes of the league, the laughing stock. Y'all can't talk about anybody else's team. This roster is trash. Y'all coach might be trash. The organization has been buns. We will see. We will see. But as of right now, Chicago Sky are trash. It was down 30 again. Angel Reese with a triple single. It is what it is, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel.
Marsh's Las Vegas championship regimen has been scaled back to weekly damage control following losses. His decision to leave Phoenix will be remembered as a public resignation rather than a coaching change. He may have left his job, but the idea that the Sky could have competed that night this season will go down as one of the most spectacular revelations in WNBA history. It's a lesson in what happens when media hype and reality collide, and reality wins by 30 points. It's equal parts sports tragedy and must-watch television, and it happened somewhere in the Chicago suburbs. Marsh is most likely searching for ideas for career change, while Angel repractices, discussing his progress in front of a mirror. If you believe Ree is the worst WNBA player, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next.